I've got a 1983 Honda Silverwing GL650 Standard the other day. I've been messing with it, trying to get it to run right. Going through the carburetors, cleaning out the tank, new fuel, energy. Lots and lots of energy. Had to charge up the battery, and I wanted to learn how to take the cargo box off of here. And that box is that style right there, which I've been cleaning up and repainting. And it took me a while to find one video. There's only one that tells you how to take it off, because I didn't have the manual in it. You lift up here on both sides, on both these arms, this one here and this one here, at the same time, and lift the box up to get it off. And then it took me another X amount of time to figure out how to take the rear fender off. The rear fender fairing. Take this little 12mm bolt out over here. Take two little pins out down there. One there and one here. Then you gotta quite literally extreme force to pull it out of there. This bar has a little bar going all the way inside to the little mechanism in there, the spring. And it takes, after you get that out, 19mm here and here. Then once both those are out, then you have to go to the other side and do the exact same thing. But mind you, this thing was a pain in the rear to mess with just to get that off. And that's just as bad as the stupid design that Honda did on the front forks. This plate here that holds the brake hose that runs to both calipers all the way up to here, which I had to pull completely apart and blow out the lines because they were filled full of junk and bad brake fluid. The crappy thing here is getting the 10mm socket on here unless you take the wheel off. Unless you're like me, I don't want to take the wheel off. But you got to get a 10mm wrench down in here to this first one, and then you got a second one that's way back up in here. And the stupid design of it is that this tab here, it's completely in the way unless you take the tire off. And that's how it is both sides. But other than that, I'll slowly be working on this and making plenty more videos, since there ain't very many videos on this bike. And that's only because this bike was only made for 1 year. And that 1 year, that was it. But so far, I've redid a little bit of the electrical down in here for the tail lights and blinkers. Fixed a lot of the electrical issues up under the seat. Cleaned up the name tag, replaced spark plugs, wires. Had to put a new headlight bulb in it, running a 55-100 halogen bulb from 1988. You won't find them. And yeah, she has 31,000 miles on it. Still got to use the choke and whatnot. I had to completely rebuild the master cylinder on it, and I still got to get new grips. This one's gone, but there's the old one, little piece of foam. And on your front forks, you have little valve stems, and if I remember right, it's 11 to 17 psi you put in there. And then the same thing over here for the rear shock. over here and undo this. Same thing, and it's, I want to say 14 to 70 psi. Correct me if I'm wrong in comments. I'm learning a little bit every day on this bike. But slowly but surely it will be done. And there'll be more videos on how-to on this bike. I'll tell you what, there ain't nothing on this bike for information unless you go through chat sites. But if you have any questions, comments, leave them down in the description. Have a good night. Have a good day.